So last Friday, our office decided to host a potluck lunch to boost morale. You know, the usual, sign-up sheet in the break room, passive-aggressive debates over who gets to bring dessert, and an awkwardly long email thread about food allergies. The only guideline was no store-bought stuff. Easy enough, right? I volunteered my famous pasta salad, and I was excited to see what culinary masterpieces my coworkers would bring. But then, on the morning of the potluck, I noticed something odd, a faint, suspicious wobbling sound coming from the communal fridge. Fast forward to lunchtime, and everyone starts unveiling their dishes. That's when it hits me, every single Tupperware, Pyrex, and casserole dish contains some kind of gelatinous loaf. I'm talking multicolored cubes, suspiciously beige slabs, and one nightmare that jiggled like it was auditioning for a horror movie. Even Carol from accounting, who claims she hates food with a bounce, brought a bright green, lime-scented block studded with what looked like hot dogs. The kicker? Nobody seemed to notice the loaf epidemic except me. As we sat down to eat, the conversation got weirdly competitive. People started claiming their loaf was the most mysterious or the only one with a secret ingredient I'm not legally allowed to disclose. Brian from HR even tried to convince us his loaf was an ancient family recipe passed down by monks who had taken a vow of silence, presumably because they'd eaten too much gelatin. Meanwhile, I was quietly pushing my pasta salad to the edge of the table, feeling like an outcast at a wobbly, translucent cult meeting. By the end, our manager stood up and declared, "Well, this was certainly unique. I guess next time, we should coordinate what we're bringing." There was an awkward silence, broken only by the collective quivering of a dozen untouched mystery loaves. That's the day I learned, in our office, the only thing more contagious than a group email is a bad case of Jell-O envy.